that sweetly prophetic evening silence before the great feast of goodwill does not come over everything each year. Even in a lonely cottage on an abandoned farm in Connecticut, than which you cannot possibly imagine anything more silent or more remote from the noise of the world. Sometimes it rains in torrents just on that night. Sometimes it blows a raging gale that twists the leafless birches and elms and hickory trees like dry grass, and bends the dark firs and spruces as if they were feathers, and you can hardly be heard unless you shout for the howling and screaming and whistling of the blast. But now and then, once in 4 or 5 years perhaps, the feathery snow lies a foot deep, fresh fallen, on the still countryside and in the woods, and the waxing moon sheds her large light on all, and nature holds her breath to wait for the happy day and tries to sleep, but cannot from sheer happiness and peace. Indoors, the fire is glowing on the wide hearth, a great bed of coals that will last all night and be enough, because it is not bitter weather, but only cold and clear and still, as it should be. Or if there is only a poor stove like Overholt's, the iron door is open, and a comfortable, cheery red light shines out from within upon the battered iron plate and the wooden floor beyond. And the older people sit round it, not saying much, and thinking with their hearts rather than their heads. But small boys and girls know that interesting things have been happening in the kitchen all afternoon, and are rather glad that the supper was not very good, because there will be more room for good things tomorrow. And the grown-ups and the children have made up any little differences of opinion they may have had before supper time, because goodwill must reign, and reign alone, like Alexander, so that there is nothing at all to regret, and nothing hurts anybody anymore, and they are all happy and just waiting for King Christmas to open the door softly and make them all great people in his kingdom. But if it is the right sort of house, he is already looking in through the window to be sure that everyone is all ready for him, and that nothing has been forgotten.